Okay, so welcome back everybody. Last time I recorded a video, I was so excited I actually forgot to introduce myself. I am Balgin Stondrig. Been on the internet for a while now, but hey, that's not too important. By a while I mean like what, 10 or 15 years? I haven't really made a massive presence of myself. So there you go, there I am, you know. I suspect my shadow is falling way forwards across this board, so I'll have to look at that in a bit. I've got some things out of the box, got them together, and I'm finally getting ready to play my first game ever of Kingdom Death Monster. Of course, the Monster subtitle is ever so important because there may be other Kingdom Death games coming further down the line. So I've set this up in a certain way that I'll explain in a bit, and then I will redeploy rather differently because I have my suspicions. So yeah, let's start at the beginning. And of course, as all good stories do, it begins with a story. Well, that was an incredibly stupid thing to say, wasn't it? So, and this story is beautifully illustrated, by the way. But can't show everything to the camera now, can I? Because otherwise Adam might not get happy. Adam Boots, the guy who made the game. Once upon a time, there was a place of carved stone faces. A man with a lantern lay sleeping a dreamless sleep. The man knew nothing. One day, the man woke up. He rubbed the dried ink caked over his eyes and opened them. Around him he saw other people stirring, and beyond, a horizon of unbroken darkness. A woman approached the man with the lantern. Her soft hand reached out to him. They had no words. They were a mystery to each other. Suddenly a monster emerged from the darkness, its eyes wild with hunger. It attacked. The people were no match for the monster. It tore their flesh and crushed their bones between its teeth. Some it devoured whole. Overcome with grief and terror, the man with the lantern collapsed to the ground. Cold stone noses pushed into his side. There was no escape. But the man did not wish to die. Desperately grasping at the cold stone faces, he felt a crack and tore at it with all his might. A piece of stone came free. It was sharp and deadly. The man with the lantern scrambled to his feet, his weapon clenched in his fist. He took a deep breath and roared into the darkness. Somewhere, in the place of stone faces, nameless men and women stand together. They have nothing but a need to survive and a lantern to light the struggle. So there we have it. I will now be playing the first story. The story men and women of the tribe will tell around fires for years to come, for generations, to inspire children to go out and face up to horrible monsters, because monsters are bad. Okay. So here we have a lovely board with all these stone faces and a lovely little stone face bases for our humans. They are going to try and face off against this hideous, monstrous lion. Here we have a character sheet for each of the humans and their gear grid. Currently everyone's the same gear grid, so I might as well just put one out really. They get a stone, a founding stone, and a piece of cloth, because they've got a bit of cloth for decency's sake. The stone, it comes out the floor, it's part of one of the stone faces. Each of them is clutching a handful of stone and a lantern to light their way. Speaking of which, yeah, it probably is a bit dark. I should go turn the light on, maybe just to be on the safe side. Ah dear. Because I can see this totally fine, but it might be coming out on the camera as a bit dim. So, bear with me one moment. My big, scary, furry slippers. I know. I'm not as young as I used to be. My feet feel the cold a bit. There we go. Hopefully that helps. And there was light. And the Lord did look upon the light, and it was good. Sorry, there's a sort of very Old Testament biblical feel to this, with the monster attacking the darkness. Maybe even more sort of Babylonian, Gilgamesh. Yeah. So anyway, here we have our 4 survivors. The monster always starts in the middle of the board, on the big lit up place. It looks as if there's a bright light shining through from beneath, through these cracks in the floor. That should be pretty scary actually, because I mean, bits like round here look very unstable. I don't know if I can step on that bit. Probably shouldn't, just to be on the safe side. Or maybe the monster bleeds this luminescent ichor that glows in the darkness. Who knows? Anyway, so the humans are supposed to set up within exactly 6 squares of the monster. We have numbers down this side and letters down that side for grid reference. Here we have the monster's AI deck. That's basically what it's going to do. You know, it's artificial intelligence. And here we have hit locations for the monster. Here we have a basic monster card, which is double-sided. I'll just keep this side up for now. So, here's my thinking on this, right? The monster gets to go first. So I can set them up like this, to go, okay, the monster's going to go after only one person. I want to minimise the amount of damage it can do, but let's say the monster goes after one person, right? Then the humans get to go. And, like, these 3, they can't reach the monster. I mean, they only move 5 squares, so that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this poor chap here, he gets to like go, oh dear, I don't want to die, and attack the monster, and next turn the monster just turns around and absolutely kills him. So obviously, keeping as many humans alive as possible is the goal here. So, in a way, in order to minimise damage, I need to be hitting the monster and taking it down hard and fast. So what I should probably do instead is set up something like this, say, and then, you know, the monster will come one upon one person, and then the others all get to like rush around, cluster around it, attack it, and the wounded person gets to run away. And then next turn the monster will turn around and swat someone else, wounded guy comes back in, new wounded person backs out, the other 2 kind of flow around it, you know. And I'm thinking that's probably the way to go, really. So, yeah. So with that in mind, and obviously with the interest of keeping it interesting for the camera, I think I'm going to be aiming to have the fight happening more in this part of the battlefield. But we'll see. So I don't quite want to cluster everyone together too much, but I want them to be within relatively like 6 or 7 squares of each other. So let's have our starting survivors. I'll just put them all over here for a moment. And I apologise, but things aren't painted yet. It takes some time. So we have Alistair. Now, Alistair looks like he's got a bit of an addiction to coffee, likes to write depressing poetry about how nobody loves him and the world's all horrible. And I believe Alistair should be standing here, because I think if I can lure it into a kind of horseshoe, horns of the bull kind of trap here, that'll help, right? Then we have Urza. She is notoriously ginger, and she's got the temper for it. She's not too worried about modesty. She just kind of wrapped the towel around herself. She's going out there to fight, really. Modesty is a secondary concept. She's just woken up. How does she know what modesty is? This is her first experience of the world. Then we have Lucy here. Lucy, she's a bit more modest. She's feeling the cold a bit. She's got curly hair like myself. So so I've kind of got a soft spot for Lucy, really, which means she's probably going to get mauled by the lion first, because of course monsters aren't very nice. And then we have Zachary here, the manly man with his beard and hair flowing, very, very kind of Old Testament sort of Renaissance art feel to him. Yeah, I like Zachary, so he's probably going to die as well, knowing my luck. Yeah, I am notoriously bad with dice, and I'm notoriously bad at shuffling cards, which is why I shuffled them off camera before I begin. So the first story instructs me to place a particular card on top of this deck, doesn't tell me to put a particular on top of that deck, so we're just going to see how this goes. So the lion goes first. Lion's going to pick a victim. It can move, that ain't right, 6 spaces. It tends to go for the nearest, but when they're equidistant, odds and evens, women are odd, so the lion goes first. I've rolled to see who it's going to target. Top card on the deck is the claw maneuver. So it's going to run over, scratch something. I say scratch, it's a lion, okay? It's got pretty big claws. So, claw, closest target facing in range. Yeah, so that's going to be Alistair or Lucy here. I've decided to randomise it, odds and evens. Women are odd, men are, well, men, So the lion will go for Lucy and maul her, unfortunately. The lion has a speed of 6 squares, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then have at her. And as you can see, it's quite a large, ferocious beast. The lion's claw has a speed of 2, so it'll gain 2 dice to hit with. Accuracy of 2+, which means anything over a 1, it's hitting. Yep, that is 2 hits there. Ouch. Hit location dice. Oh, 2 to the waist. So, poor Lucy, she's getting victimised by a ferocious beast here. Now, fortunately, she's got a towel wrapped around her waist. Now, it's not much, okay, but it provides 1 point of armour, so that's gone. And then we fill in the light box here. Just a note that she is now suffering a horrible gash. Yeah, okay, look, she's got a wound in the midriff, in the lower torso area, okay? I know people are going to make jokes about it, so... she's taken... so the towel is torn to shreds. I don't know, she might get it back again for future excursions, but for now it's no use. It's like lying on the floor, or it's just not really wrapped around her very protectively anymore. I suddenly feel like I'm directing some kind of B-movie slasher horror film or something. And then she's taken an injury to the, let's call it the gut, rather than the groin area. So that's her light injury box is all filled in, because these humans, they can't take much damage. It's a monster, okay? It's really dangerous. Yeah, but she's still standing. Yeah. We'll see how long that lasts. Then the humans get to go, and they get to choose the order they go in. Because I'm playing this solo, I basically get to choose virtually everything. I think Lucy wants revenge, but I think most importantly, she wants to be behind the lion where he's not going to pay much attention to her. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. going ow, 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 and then she's going to try and murder him with her stone. Okay? Now, bounding stone, it's going to get 2 dice, hitting on 7s or higher, and those aren't 7s. Well, to be fair, she's just been kind of raked by savage claws. You know, she's not in the best of shapes for dealing massive amounts of damage. So let's have Alistair go 1, 2, 3, 4, because the lion is among 4 squares, and he will also try and hit it with his stone. I'm not holding out massive amount of hopes here, because the lion is a ferocious monster, and hey! So we have a 7, that's a hit. We have a natural 10, or lantern face, on the die. I don't think it means that much on hits, but of course this is where I'm going to find out. Oh. So the monster has a toughness, which we humans have to try and... So to wound the monster we need 6s. The stone gives +1. So we have a 4, which becomes a 5, does nothing. 7 becomes an 8. So that is a... Oh wait, I'm an idiot. 2 hits means 2 hit locations, and they come off the monster's hit location card. We have... These aren't... These are hunt cards. Okay, special hunt events. There we are. There's hit locations. Oh joy. Now, because I'm incredibly bad at shuffling cards, we'll just give it a quick go. Okay. Right. So, 2 hit locations. The lion has been struck in its strange hand, and it's the beast's elbow. Oh, this doesn't look good for Zachary. So, I get to choose the order in which these occur. Okay, I'll go for the strange hand first, because if I go for the elbow and I fail, it's going to charge that way. Poor Zachary's going to get mauled, and I won't be able to perform a second hit, 'cause it won't be there anymore. So going first for the hand then, needing 6s, so 5s with the stone, because it's +1. Hooray! Wound. I have wounded the lion. This is good, right? Because it's a big dangerous monster, and it's going to kill us all unless we can, you know, wound it. Let's see, wounding a monster. Remove the top card from the AI deck without looking at it. Place it in the wound stack space on the monster control panel. Okay, so top card, wound stack goes there. And there we go. And then this will go here, with the elbow. Yeah, you can get really badly hurt if you get hit on the elbow. So, oh wow, he is brutalizing this beast. Okay, wounded in the elbow as well. Awesome. The lion may actually not be as big a threat as we had hoped. Well, as we had feared. I don't know, hopes and fears, I mean, it's pretty dangerous. So, given that some attacks can cause the lion to charge forwards, let's have Zachary get out of its front arc. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and attempt to murder it with his stone. Let's see if he can live up to Alistair's... Oh dear God, no he can't, okay. And then Urza here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she'll attempt to place stone to the mighty lion's romp. Or whatever other... Nope, okay. So, that was the human's turn. The lion gets a go again. And we go next card on this deck. Grasp. Closest knockdown survivor in range. There is no closest knockdown survivor. Closest survivor in range. He's got a blind spot here, so it's going to be one of those three. I'll turn it into a D3, 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, and Lantern is a reroll, going clockwise. Lantern is a reroll. It goes for Alistair. So, whomp. And unfortunately, I whomped him there. Right, speed 1. So move and attack target, well it's right next to him. Speed 1, accuracy 2 plus, so yeah. Oh, yeah, it got him. Right. Hit location. Wow, the towel again. These towels are incredibly useful. You wouldn't think the lion would keep going for them, but clearly this lion, he's got a thing for finery, you know, or garments, as it were. He believes the survivors should be au naturel. So after damage, White Lion isolates its prey. Full move the lion away from all targets. Target suffers grab. Down in front of the monster. Okay, and 1 damage per monster level. Oh joy. Oh god. Okay, so these two are going to be pushed back with full lion's move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As the lion goes, and he gets to be knocked down as well and suffer 1 damage. I presume it's randomly located. Oh, okay. Arms is good. I mean, it hasn't taken any damage there yet, but he's now wounded in the arms. Poor Alistair, his hand is possibly it's not maimed yet. Okay, it's not lethal damage, right? Yeah. Well, that was the lion's go. We go back to the humans now. Does getting up cost movement? I'm not sure. I think being knocked down means they don't get to move any more this turn. Knocked down, no. Okay, so he's knocked down. He basically doesn't get to do anything this turn, but he gets up at the end of the lion's next turn, and the lion doesn't consider him a threat, so it won't go for him, unless it gets some other ability to completely murder someone who's knocked down. So, I'm not sure those two can reach him. Well, Zachary can't. Lucy can. Let's get her, 1, 2, Urza round to here, because at least she can definitely reach the lion, right? So, yeah, I've got a watch here now, because my camera likes to pack it in every sort of roughly 10 minutes. So, Urza dances nimbly, well, kind of staggers around the lion, lashing out at the stone, makes no contact. Oh dear. So we'll have Zachary move in, because he's not going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what he could do at this point is throw his stone, okay, which would guarantee a hit, it would guarantee a wound, it would guarantee a critical wound, but then his stone would be gone, and he would have no stone. And I don't like this idea. I mean, I can see how... Hang on a minute. I mean, a critical wound might actually take 2 of these cards away. It might actually be... But then he's a manly man. He doesn't want to throw his stone away. I mean, it's a cowardly way to fight, you know, and also it's throwing away his weapon. Then I suppose he could go in with tooth and claw and attempt to outlion the lion with his great shaggy mane there and his beard. Let's see, critical hit. Critical wound. Okay, no, critical wound is still just 1 damage, but it's it has extra effects. So he's not going to throw his stone, which unfortunately means Lucy's going to come running all the way down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and not quite get close enough because you can't go diagonal, because it's like a square and a half basically if you count them all in terms of distance. So it's time for the lion once again. I think Urza's going to get a mauling. The lion will terrifying roar. Yeah, everyone. Well, it targets everyone. It won't. Alistair's down on the floor, so he's not a threat, so he's not picked as a target, but this goes for everyone. So, in terms of rules ambiguity, it's Kingdom Death. Okay, it's a monster, monsters are nasty, they try and kill everyone, he's going to be affected as well. All targets... Oh god, okay. So, roll d10 for everyone. If it's a 2 or higher, so higher than a 1, and higher than their courage. I don't believe they have courage yet. Courage, no, it comes later. So, they... Oh god, really, that's bad. Okay. So, Zachary, yep, suffers 1 brain damage. Now, I know for single play it says something about survivors can't gain insanity from... So the brain is here, so we go straight to there. That's not good, but in single play, monsters aren't supposed to be able to deal insanity with targeted attacks, but this is everyone, right? So he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because they also run away from the lion. Lucy. Runs away. You know, actually, this might not be too bad. Yep. Oh yeah, there goes that brain box. This is not good. The worst part of this is, of course, that this was not removed as an injury, so it could then happen again. So she also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you'll see then I've passed over this light space. So maybe she just took a running jump, and Alistair on the floor. Oh yes, yep, he definitely heard the terrifying roar. There we go. I have to give people some brain armour. Apparently insanity is armour against insanity. It hardens them. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hits the edge of the board. And I believe being knocked back into the edge of the board causes a point of damage. This, of course, is something I should check. Knock back. No, just stops. Perhaps that's an advanced rule for later on. So the lion's scared everyone away, and then it performs its basic action, which is to sniff out a target, move and attack that target. Sniffs towards the furthest survivor, so that's going to be Zachary. It's going for him. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's actually failed to reach him, which is brilliant. Sets things up sort of nicely for next turn, but sort of not. Okay. At this point, Urza should be serious. Oh, and now Alistair gets up. All the way over here. Poor Alistair. Well, let's do him first then, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At this point, is it worth just having everyone back off and throws stones at the thing to finish it off. Because he can lob his stone in and take out his... Oh no, because there's all these cards as well. Ah, damn it. So it's definitely not worth throwing stones just yet. This isn't a glass house, this is a lion arena. As I will, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just closing in here. Lucy's going to move to 1, 2, 3, 4, there, get round behind the lion, and she will attack it with her stone. That's a single hit, that's good, right? It's better than no hits. We've had no hits before a couple of times. The beast's scapular deltoid. You know, it's been a while since I did biology in school, but it sounds kind of nasty. Isn't it one of those big muscles up near the shoulders, you know, on the back? So basically, kind of here somewhere. She's like diving up on top of him, smashing down with her stone again and again and again. Of course, the stone grants +1. The lion has a toughness of 6, so we're looking at 5s here. Oh ho ho! So close to being a critical wound. Okay, so she's wounded the lion, so we're just going to take this card, not even going to look at it, and put it there. That's brilliant, except these cards are here and it's horrible. So Zachary is going to man mode this. He's going to go fight the lion face to furry face, because he's a man, damn it. Yeah, real Frank Spencer mode, I know. And just keeping an eye on the time there, I'm probably going to have to cut this one short in about 5 minutes, or it'll just do it to me. Anyway, Zachary, 2 dice. Changing dice just for luck, because you can only have so much luck, right? Zachary, smash! I'm getting the high numbers today. That's 2 hits then. So we have the beast's back and ribs. So he's just like smashing it on the back, whacking it in the ribs there, kicking it, doing everything he can. I'm gonna go for the ribs first, because there's no failure state, there's no penalty for failing to no failure to wound the lion. So ribs! No. Oh well. So he kind of like just kicks it in the ribs as he clambers up. So we've got Lucy here smashing at its shoulder, he's up there on its head, you know, whacking it in the back. Oh yes, yes, another mighty wound is dealt, and the card goes there. Probably a good time to end it, actually. Because the lion is going to have a go, and on the lion's turn it will maul someone. Yeah. Did it grab someone last round? No, it didn't. It grabbed someone 2 rounds ago. Closest, well, and he's all the way over here, so he's out of range. Closest knockdown survivor in range, no. Oh great, awesome. So he's not going to maul, he's just going to sniff someone. There's 2 people next to him. So, odds and evens, even they're odd. Zachary is on the receiving end of the lion's wrath. This ferocious beast will perform a sniff maneuver. So sniff is just 2 dice, hitting on 2s for 1 damage each. Well, 2 hits, because, to be honest, hitting on 2s? That's brutal. And Zachary will be struck in the arms and the head. Oh dear! So, arms is going to be a point there. Head, there's only 1 point on the head, and it's a heavy injury. Heavy injuries are really bad, so this is where Zachary is going to spend his 1 point of survival to dodge. So I'm just going to put a little mark there to remind me, because I need something better to lean on. So he's struck in the arms, and he uses his only survival point to dodge the headbutt because that could kill him or something, you know, it'd be brutal. Right, survivors' turns. So we're back to the humans' turn. Alistair cannot reach the lion, so I might as well just do that first. But it does mean it leaves this space free for Zachary. So Zachary will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and is there like a +1 bonus to hit the lion from behind or something that I'm not remembering? Because I know it means that being behind the lion means you're probably not going to be its target. Let's turn to a human. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Well, if there is, I'm sure I'll find out later. You know, this is the first time playing, I'm going to make mistakes. AI deck is exhausted, I should probably you know, shuffle it a bit. There's only like 4 cards in it at this point, so there we go. Because, you know, they can still hurt the lion. So yeah, Zachary will not hurt the lion, unfortunately. Alistair will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This might not be a good idea. It suddenly strikes me that should the lion turn and rush this way, a lot of people are in for a world of hurt. So with that being said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3 because Lucy is pretty. Oh, actually, whoa, no, she's been pretty badly hurt. She should probably stay where she is and continue trying to murder the lion. Well, she's got 1 hit in. Somewhere in the region of the lion's straining neck. So beneath the mane, just stone pummel away. Hey, there's no failure state here. So yeah, well, she failed anyway. So, haha. What bad luck. And then Urza will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because she's relatively healthy. In fact, she's unwounded so far, apart from her brain damage, and can be a suitable target for the lion's wrath. Okay, lion's turn. The lion, maul. Did it grab someone last round? No. Anyone knocked down? No. It sniffs. The lion sniffs and ends its turn. Until the end of the next round, all survivors are now threats despite any effect that's seen otherwise. Okay. Does sniff not... Oh yeah. So, everyone's considered a threat. Closest survivor in the field of view, well, there's 2 of them. We can go odds and evens again. Oh, poor Zachary. The lion is relentless in its assault. Ow. 2 hits. Oh, he may not make it. The legs and the... I believe that's the body. Yes. Well, this is good. He hasn't been wounded in either of those locations yet. So he has now. So 1 in the body, 1 in the legs. He's looking pretty battered and beaten, well, scratched and just savagely mauled at the moment. And the lion, sniff, yeah. Okay. So, humans. Okay. Who's looking the least injured? It would have to be Ezra. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Zachary. Zachariah, a single strike to the lion's fuzzy groin. Oh, he reached around behind him and gave him a reach around. There's no failure for... yeah, but needing a 5. Come on, yes! Whatever this card was, it shall be used no more. Okay, he did that with his stone, right? Because doing that without a weapon would have to be the bravest thing he could possibly do. Lucy is looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looking wounded, so she too wants to get round behind the lion. Getting in a single hit as well to the lion's soft underbelly. Hooray! No failure state. And also no damage. Oh dear. Alistair, who's actually looking pretty healthy, will go right in there. And strike the lion with a powerful 9 in the fleshy gut, which is somehow different from the soft belly. The belly is soft, the gut is more kind of, you know, stodgy. There is a failure. Oh dear. Lantern, natural 10. Critical wound to the belly. Cancel R on this card. The white lion vomits all over you. It feels awesome! Gain 1 random basic resource and gain +3 insanity. Oh god. So, Alistair there, covered in lion blood and guts, just goes all over him. Wow. Okay, so he gains 3 points of insanity. That's possibly a good thing. If your insanity is 3+, you're insane. That's a bad thing. 1 random basic resource. Where did I put these? Lion resources. Oh no, it's basic. 1 random basic resource. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to make a note here, because no, I'm going to have to look for it. Might as well stop the video there then. Well, no, I'll finish the human's turn, because Urza's going to come rushing in 1, 2, 3, 4, because she wants to be foremost, and she will. Oh, it's also a critical wound, so this card goes. 1 random basic resource. Cancel. Alright, yeah. R is, I think, retaliation, so it doesn't retaliate, it just vomits something onto him and he gets something out of it. So he may get an insanity card as well in a moment. So I'll shuffle it some more. And the card that comes out on top is Monster Hide. So the skin of something the lion has devoured recently. This is going to be good later on when I can pick it up. Okay, remember, just slide. I'm just going to put it here for now, on the side of the board, as a trophy from the hunt. It's not the lion's hide itself, it's the hide of something, and +3 insanity. I'm going to say that since this is the first story, insanity is something we'll look up later. Probably an advanced rule, because it's not in this portion of the rules, it's in a later portion of the rules. So, for now, we'll just say he's got his 3 points of insanity. And if he still has 3 left at the end of the encounter, then, hey, you know, bad stuff happens. I've probably got rid of the lion's terrifying hell now. So yeah, Urza came in to attack. Did she attack? I don't remember her attacking. Oh, I don't remember her hitting, and I can't remember if she rolled, so what the hell. No hits. Right, lion's turn. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? The lion will grasp. Okay. Closest knockdown survivor in range. There's none of those. Closest survivor in range. Well, it's going to be one of these two. It's a lion. It's nasty and horrible. Alistair is on full health, but he's lost his towel. Urza is on full health with her tower, so it'll go for Alistair because he's easier to kill. And Grasp is only one. Hits on it, yeah, hits. But the lion hits a lot, okay? So, it'll grab him. Needs a hit location. The arms. Oh! Heavy wound to the arms. You know what? He's going to dodge. He's going to use his survival point to dodge that and not get dragged all the way away where it'll be easier for everyone else to not help him. Yeah, that was terrible, wasn't it? Right. Well, that was the lion's turn. I suppose I'd better shuffle these. It's 2 cards, okay? I mean, how at this point I can go like this, and it's like 1, 2, 1, 2. It's hard to lose track of them, really. So, yeah. So at this point, everyone's just going to try and kill that lion, because it's pretty heavily wounded at this point. Alistair, the Insane, will go first, because he's like, "Rah!" with blood all over his face. And while I'm picking this up, he hasn't even hit it yet. So, oh, he hit it. He hit it in the heel and the glorious mane. There's no penalty for hitting the mane first, so we'll go for that. Impervious hit locations cannot be wounded. A wound or critical wound will not remove AI or defeat the monster. However, a critical wound will give a shimmering mane. Lion resource. Can he get it? Can he get a handful of its fur? No! Because he was using the stone, damn it. If the attacker is insane, the sheer frustration grants him power again. See, he could have got +1 strength out of that if only I'd rolled a 10. But I didn't. So the heel. Clip the tensed muscles of the heel. Ow! Yeah, definitely. On a critical, it would have been worse. So 1 card has gone away now. I don't even know. I have a feeling that the claw is left, but I could be wrong. I had a strong feeling for claws. I'll pick that card up, but anyway, it don't matter. The lion has been injured. So to slay the lion, I must remove this last card and then deal 1 more damage to it. My survivors are doing quite well, actually. So Urza, there, she'll pile in, not to miss out on the glory. Oh god, 2 hits. 2 cards. Oh, clever ploy! Clever ploy takes priority and goes first. Reshuffle hit location deck. The attacker is caught in the White Lion's ruse and savagely mauled. Attacker is doomed. She's doomed. Doomed means she can't use her survival point to dodge. Perform basic action. So the lion turns around on her and goes romp for a sniffy sniff attack. He gets 2 hits on her. She's doomed, so she can't dodge. The head and the waist. Well, the good news is the waist, she'd take it on the armour. The head, okay, when I was just saying my survivors were doing well, that's a serious injury. So she's going to be knocked down, among other things. Severe injury to the head. Let's use the white one for this. 8. Concussion. Brain is scrambled like an egg. Gain 1 random disorder. Gain 1 bleeding token. Disorders, I don't have them to hand. They are, again, an advanced thing. So, a bleed token. She has a bleeding token. She has been wounded severely by the lion. I'll just plop this over here with the rest of her stuff so I remember. She gets 4 more of those, she's going to die. Now, the lion's probably not going to do that much more damage before it goes down, really, but so hit location deck gets a reshuffle, and it also cancels out the attacks she made. Look at my amazing card shuffling abilities, aren't they wonderful? there are some cards. Wow, okay. That is one brutal lion. So Lucy is gonna, you know what, Zachary's gonna move around behind it here, because he's still kind of wounded, and gain 2 hits on the lion. Oh, let's hope we don't get that card again, eh? The beast's flank and the beast's femur. There's no penalty state on either of them. So we'll go for the leg first, because it's less likely to be a killing blow, especially with a roll like that. And the flank. Oh yeah, he got in there. He got in there with his stone and gouged it up the side. So this last card now goes away, which means that little Lucy here can come in for the kill. Let's have 2 new dice. Try if I can get this in. 1 hit. 1 single hit. It's all riding on this. Whew. Okay. She strikes the lion in the paw. Yeah, because like, ow, I'm dead. You know, doesn't really... Anyway. She did it! 1 more wound on the lion. The lion goes down! Our heroes are triumphant! Phew! That was not quite as brutal as I thought it might be. Okay, collect rewards. By scavenging the monster's corpse size, gain resources. This is in addition to... Right. Take out... So, 4 white line resource cards and 4 basic resource cards. Okay. The white line resource... 1, 2, 3, 4. And basic resource... 1, 2, 3, 4. So, what do we got? We have sinew, a shimmering mane, the lion's testicles, and the lion's tail. We also have monster hide, in addition to one we already gained, monster hide, and monster bone, 2 monster bones. So we're going to make a lot with that. Right. I will proceed to the next phase of the game, which will be, you know, coming back, building a settlement, and we can have some fun with that in a later video. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye, people. It's been fun. Survivors are victorious, and Alistair is insane!